It's just part of it. You know, there's entertainers and there's competitors, and I totally understand that. And my job is to compete, and that's what I'm focused on doing.
Top of the morning, it's your boy Trauma. We're gonna react to this. This is the problem I got with the people like Stephen A, Dan Orlowski, and everybody else that took it upon themselves to try to debunk what this man said, right? It's almost as if the man is saying, hey, based off Stephen A and everybody else, I was talking about the media. It's like saying you had a job, you slap your boss or your coworker. It makes no sense to slap the boss, right? You're gonna get fired. At least if you slap your coworker, you might get written up. And if the boss didn't like the other coworker, you might be good. You might get a pat on the back, you might get a raise, right? Or it's like slapping your mama instead of your brother or sister, when y'all kids. So it just makes no sense to me. The question was, how do you drown out the distractions? The media has painted him as the lead anyway. The media has constantly projected him mentally better, process quicker, more ready. So the media hasn't even trashed Dillion Gabriel. They've been nothing but nice. Mary Kate is like his great auntie, the mistress to Savansky, the extension of the Browns. So he couldn't have been talking about the media. Media has done nothing to him. Nothing. The media has taken the information the Browns has put out and still said, hey, Dillion is ahead of Shedeur. Period. The only people he should be mad at, and be honest with you, is his coaches, the GM, and the owner for putting out the quarterback tracker and the cameras at training camps. Because that's the only thing we got, visual, that's factual, that tells us what we already knew with him and Shedeur. So we can't ignore that. We can't ignore that. So if he's mad at anybody, he shouldn't say the media. Well, he didn't say the media. Everybody came to his defense and said the media. And I'm going to point out something else to y'all. This is how you know when it's a cover up, or when your intention behind what you say done probably hit his target. Soon as he said it, I mean, I was watching it. He was saying it, and before he ended it, or right when he ended it, the Browns put out a statement. Now, how did the Browns know what Dillion Gabriel meant soon as he said it? That was the first indication to me. That was the first indication. So they thought what everybody else thought. Now just imagine that. Everybody's thinking the same thing. Everybody. Even the Stephen A's, the Dan Orlowski's, everybody thinking it. But don't nobody want to say it. Well, Dillion said it. So he wasn't talking about the media, in my opinion. Again, this is my opinion. It's like slapping your mama and not your brother. It's like cussing your boss out and not your coworker. If the media is who he needs, matter of fact, the media was interviewing him. Although it was his, I think it was Mary Kay, so that's whatever, in the air. You're talking about the same people that's interviewing you now? And if you watch it, he almost smirked before he said it. I'll tell you this. He thought about saying this probably for a little while, but he played well, so this was his time to say, hey, look at me. All the talk about, Shedeur fans is saying he's better than me, because the media hasn't said that. The media has been saying Dillion Gabriel. So let's debunk that now. We're going to debunk that, Dillion. We're going to throw that out the window. You can lie to Mary Kay and Stephen A., but we know what time it is, right? So we can debunk that. You pause, smirked and said what you said. We knew what it was. The Browns knew because they came out with a statement before you dropped the mic. So I don't have a problem with you feeling like that, bro. You a competitor. It was players on my team that I knew I was better than as an underclassman. Yeah. You know, that was friends with the coach or that transferred to whatever. Hey, I wasn't going to sugarcoat it, so I don't mind you saying it. I don't like that you didn't stand on it. And for the Browns as an organization to come out before you even leave the field, before they talk to you and come up with an explanation, come on, man. Just stand on it. Just stand on it. Because I tell you what, if the Browns as an organization thought it, the vets in the locker room thought it too. And the one thing you don't do, let me give you some advice, Dillion Gabriel, because I think you a little out your league in this aspect. Everybody talk about how, you know, you and Shedeur opposites. You know, no fault to Shedeur. You know, he is who he is. But the Browns have drafted other players with large personalities, the Baker Mayfields, the Johnny Manziel. It's just funny to me that the goalpost moves and people like to selectively pick who they put what jacket on, right? Been plenty of quarterbacks with big personalities. They don't have a problem drafting him, right? So Cleveland has the one team with the Mary Kays and the Joe Rossi, whatever the hell your name is, right? Who come out with these statements of what's wrong with Shedeur outside of football. He's too personalities too big. I heard Colin say he was goofy at this. Listen, man. I don't need to tell y'all what the underlying sentiment is there, right? So Colin belief is just come in and shut up and play football. Don't be yourself. But it's not like that when it's other quarterbacks, right? It's like that when it's Lamar. It's like that when it's Shedeur. It's like that when it's Cam. Yeah, it's not like that when it's Baker. It's not like that when it's Johnny Manziel. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. It's not like that. So we can go debunk all of that. And this is specifically for Colin. Coward. If you are so much on the Shedeur anti-train and you blame Shedeur for what someone else says, that's how you know when there's real dislike and distaste for a person. When they blame you for what other people said. Shedeur has said nothing this whole time. He said the right things, went about it the right way. But when you are getting blamed because of what someone else said, that lets you know that those people are trying anything and everything to prove their point, to validate why they don't like you. So, Colin, do us a favor. We know where you stand. Don't use Shedeur's name in your titles to get clickbait. How about that? Since the media is making him out to be a superstar, and why don't you stop using his name to catapult your platform? Don't use it in headlines. How about that? Say what you want to say, but just leave it out. If y'all go back and watch this video, go look at the title. Go look at it. So the same people and reason that people like Colin Cowherd give as to why Shedeur is a fanboy, if you will, that's basically what he said, which is totally disrespectful. And I hope Shedeur run up on him and put paws on him, Yeah. Just to talk to him, give him a little hug. Yeah, give him a little hug. You are part of that problem. Because just like the Cleveland Browns, you want to use him for views, for clicks, but y'all don't want to give him the opportunity. But anyway, sorry, I went off topic. Sorry, I apologize. This gets me angry sometimes, get me riled up. Back to Dillion Gabriel. Dillion, you don't give your enemy more fire, Dillion. Dillion Gabriel, I hate to tell you. You don't give them more fire. You don't. Last thing, Dan Orlovsky. I've heard you, Lamar Jackson. I heard you, Caleb Williams. I've heard you, Cam Newton. I've heard you, to Richards. I can just go on and on and on. You see the similarities? You took Tom Brady and Peyton Manning in the regular season or preseason game, and they both played good. And one quarterback had an interception, and one quarterback had a fumble. There would be no way you would say the quarterback that had the fumble and interception had a better outing than the quarterback that didn't. But that again goes to show you, the selective degree of processing and analyzing when it comes to certain individuals. Dan Orlovsky's a quarterback. And you know what? It's always the quarterbacks that weren't any good that always had the most to say. Chase Daniel, I'm just saying. Dan Orlovsky. You're good at what you do in sports talk, but some of the takes you say, how critical you are with some of the players, selective players, based off how you played the game, should be criminal. Should be criminal. Period. So for everybody that went out on a limb and said, oh, I believed him when he said this and said that, sometimes all you got to go off is someone's history. Sometimes that's all you have. Sometimes you only have the history of a player. So they're going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Even when common sense ain't common for some people. You can't make stuff up. You can't throw stuff in the pot and say, we're going to say it's this and this and this. So Stephen A. and everybody else that took Dillion for his word, even though his own team didn't, because they came out with a statement before he was done. They knew what he meant before he said it.
A shot at you. How did you take that?
Honestly, I don't even think about nothing. I don't think about anything. If it's not words or anything, at this point, it can't do anything to me. I know, the God put the ability and the power within me to not even think about nobody else's comments, not care. It is what it is. I spoke with him. He said, nah, bro, that wasn't. He said, that wasn't. He told me on the plane. He came up. He was like, nah, bro, that wasn't at you. I see how they trying to spin. I'm like, oh, all right. I'm not tripping. Regardless of whatever it was, nobody's words or anything affects me, So, yeah.
So did you believe him when he told you it wasn't on you?
Did I believe him?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you're trying to start stuff now.
No.
I feel like you're trying to start stuff. I mean, he's doing his job. He's supposed to. Do I feel like he did? I don't know. And that's not on me to sit here and be like, oh, he did, he didn't.
So that right there let me know it was BS, right? But that's okay. So for all of y'all that like to throw stuff out and make it about this and that, I understand why you do it. But let me say this, and this is the problem with the Stephen A's particularly. I saw it during the draft with other people too. And I know Coach Primetime Deion Sanders sat back then, and he's sitting back now and said, man, them same people that was up here, he, and was supposed to be riding with me, ooh, they like to play the field. Yeah, they don't want to ruffle the wrong feathers on one side, regardless of what they believe. See, over here, PTSD, yeah, Primetime Sports, on demand. We're going to keep it a buck. We're going to keep it 100. Prime see it like I see it, and a lot of other people see it. Y'all won't call it spade a spade when it's spade a spade, just so you could try to go get you a heart. I'm just saying. So, Dillion Gabriel, salute you, man. That's how you felt. I just wish you stood on it. And the vets in that locker room are going to see it. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. They gonna see it. Because even if it was the media, you a rookie. Why are you talking about the media? But let's use all logic. You don't slap your mama. You slap your brother. You don't go cuss out the boss. If that's what you're going to do, you do it to the coworker. So no, he's not talking about the media or the ownership. No, that don't make no sense. He needs the media. In his contract, he has to talk to the media. No, it don't make no sense. We know what it was. So shout out to you, man. I hope you continue to have success in the NFL. I don't have nothing personally against you. For me, I'm a Shador fan. And the way he got done during the jab, I'm always rock with him. But if he wasn't talented, I wouldn't. Just keep it a buck. I wouldn't rock with him. Already, I can look at the first preseason game in training camp this season. Shador has been better than 12, 15, 18 quarterbacks on other teams throughout the league. I'm going to say that. Yes. I'm telling you. So, it is what it is. Dillion Gabriel, much success to you, my man. Shador, hold your head, do what you do. And I'm still praying to God that the man go in there and ask for a trade request. Since the Browns will not give him an opportunity, and we know they're not trying to give him an opportunity, Kenny Pickett got more reps now. I'm just saying. The fake injuries that Cleveland is putting out, they couldn't hold Kenny Pickett back no more. They kept trying to put him back and put him back and put him back. Yeah. Dillion Gabriel got hurt too. Shador was hurt less time than Dillion. So it is what it is. We just say, hey, man, Shador, I hope you get traded to a team that you can actually go play at, that wants you. Hopefully somebody seen the tape and already knew what they knew. And right now it's not about the draft and the collusion with everybody else. And somebody give you a real opportunity. I'm a Raider fan. I hope you come to the Raiders. I would love to see you. With Tom Brady there, we know that's probably not going to happen. With the ego, you know how it is, man. But much success to you. Hold your head down. Keep working, young fella. Hey, and if they going to keep you as QB4 and you're the most popular dude there, when you go in the game, they raise the ticket prices. I'm glad you wrote your contract the way you did, man. Salute. Till next time. It's your boy Trauma. You know what we do.